It's good. It's interesting times. It's unprecedented.
I don't think it's fully sunk in yet, actually.
Yeah, we're just at the beginning of it.
Yeah, maybe that's why. We're not fully... Because every day I'm just like, like we had our Scrum call today, and it really set in for the first time where it's just like, we're going to be doing this for a while. I'm like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm also part of that meeting, that Scrum, as it's called.
Yes.
Why does everyone have their webcam on for that?
We like to see each other.
It was actually really nice to see everybody's
like
faces.
a different human face.
Yeah, it was like
that.
webcam. I was like, no.
Yeah, you don't need that, Gus.
Shocking, Gus.
Yeah, this is like your heaven. You're not around people right now.
I had to watch Jessica look for her turtle in her house. I was like, why am I watching this? Like,
I way prefer the webcams over just audio because it just like I like seeing who is talking, and I also like seeing people when you're home alone for days and you want to be able to like see people's fucking faces.
I feel like you're on better behavior if the webcam's on too. Like you're definitely paying attention. You're not just like sat on your phone.
Exactly.
It's true. Which, by the way, we talked about this in Scrum also. Did you see that video that's going around where that girl was on her team meeting? I guess it was on Zoom, and she, I guess, forgot that her webcam was on, so she went to the bathroom, and there's full on her and like 8 other people. She's sitting on the toilet peeing, and the person talking is just kind of like, what's going on? Because everyone's just like giggling, and they're like,
oh my God.
I mean,
that is my nightmare.
It's absolutely terrifying.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just don't turn it on.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, because in case I do have to pee and forget, it's on. So, you're right, Gus.
I don't know about you guys, but I came to the studio to do the podcast today thinking, what the fuck are we going to talk about other than this?
I feel like, honestly, I've been busy for a decade.
Well, good for you.
No,
I know.
I haven't finished. I said I've been busy for a decade. And this is the first time in over 10 years where I've had just free time, like, into the horizon.
That's true.
And I've never been less motivated to do anything in my life than I am right now. Like, in theory, it's brilliant. I can work on all the stuff that I've not been able to work on all this time. And I wake up just feeling so blah, and I don't want to do it. And hopefully that'll pass. It's so weird to not be busy. It's so weird to me.
Last week was so productive for me. I think last week may have been more productive than I normally am in a week in the office. Is Dennis here? No, Dennis isn't here. We have a small crew. I think Dennis and I finished the next 4 scripts for Black Box Down, premiering April 16th. It's our new...
Scripts as in, like, what the story is about, right?
Right. Like, we basically write out the incident, when it happened, and, like, all the talking points and everything. So I think we've taped 3 or 4, and we have, like, the next 3 or 4 scripted out and ready to record. So it's like...
Damn.
Yeah, so it's, like, really all over that.
Yeah, I feel like the end of last week was the most productive I've been in a while. And I think I finally got like my home office set up in a place where I'm like comfortable with it. And it was just like, well, I'm working from home, so I should be working. And so I like made sure to answer all these emails and plan out this thing and try to get everyone on the same page about this. But it's like a really daunting thing right now, I think, for a lot of us, because it's like, oh, you're going to be working from home for the foreseeable future. Still need to make content. So like,
yeah,
come up with as many ideas as possible of stuff we could do.
Like, I've been messaging John a lot, like trying to come up with ideas that we can stream and do. And I've come up with I think I've come up with a few really good ones. Some of them are like, how much should I say? Some of them are like remote working pranks that you could play on other people, like how to prank people when you're not in the same place.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
Can't wait.
Oh, man.
And
turn on their webcam without them
I said
knowing.
we should call it a new series, call it Remotely Funny.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good.
That's remotely funny.
But it's a little too adjacent to kind of funny, so...
That's...
so maybe not. But so I was bouncing some ideas off him when we were in that meeting earlier. I was like messaging him nonstop, like, oh, we should do this, and we should do this, and we should do this.
Oh, jeez.
Like, just trying to come up with things to do.
Yeah, I was productive last week, but then this week I feel, like he said, not motivated.
Well, it's only Monday.
You're right. But I was just like, man, last week I was like, all right, ready to do it, getting things done left and right. And then now I'm just like,
I think, honestly, the thing that helps, and Gavin, I don't know if you want to try this too, and this is going to be the most obvious answer, but like essentially make a schedule for yourself
Yeah.
every day, or at least like for the week. Like on Monday, I want to do this. On Tuesday, I want to take care of that. And like, I don't know, like what time you're going to eat lunch and what time you're going to work out. All these things.
I'll tell you the
probably
real
help.
problem with that. Animal Crossing.
Oh,
I am fucking addicted to Animal Crossing. It's gonna destroy my life.
I feel like I would be too if I had it, but I don't.
Holy shit!
you should get it.
I should.
Like, before Animal Crossing in the dark times,
In the
I would
dark
wake up in the
times.
morning and be like, "Oh, the world's kind of shitty right now. All this stuff's going on." Now I wake up and I'm like, "I gotta go check on the museum. I got some things. I got to see how much money I got from the stuff I sold overnight." Or, I wonder if I'm gonna go catch some fish. Is it raining on my island today? I should go find out.
Is it raining?
Yeah, I was like that this morning. I woke up and I was just like, didn't set an alarm, so I was like, here we go. Oh, I wonder if my house is built. Oh, Vlada's showed up. Woo!
Yeah, like my house was expanded. It's like, yeah, I gotta redecorate. I have in my house, I have my bedroom / gym and my living room / bathroom. I have a urinal, a toilet, and a squatting toilet in my bathroom.
Wow, that impresses me.
Yeah, I built a garden with a little spigot you could turn
You
on.
could get a squatty potty in Animal
It's
I
Crossing.
was
not a
just about
squatty
to
potty.
say,
It's like the Asian style toilets
Oh.
Wow.
that are like in the ground and you have to
So,
squat
so
over.
every time you go into that bathroom, you have a choice.
Oh yeah,
Usually, most people don't have a choice.
every
It's
choice.
just a toilet,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Wow.
I've got everything. I'm living my
Oh,
best
wow.
Animal Crossing life, Jessica.
Absolutely.
Are you guys playing it?
I wish I don't have it, and I think if I were to, they're all sold out, right?
You
can
can buy
online.
digitally. Oh, if you don't
Oh,
have
you
a
just don't
Switch,
have a
you can
Switch?
get a Switch.
It
I
might
have
be
a
hard
Switch,
too.
but not a.
Oh, you can buy it digitally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, you
shit.
can get games digitally now,
Oh, sweet.
for the most
Oh,
part.
that's
I
great.
think.
Yeah.
Okay.
For like the past decade.
I
so.
did play Animal Crossing.
You guys, I'm new to this. Come on.
It is really endearing and funny, like teaching Jessica about all these things. She's like, I want to stream. How do I stream? And I'm like, well, what kind of equipment do you have? Do you
I
have
was like,
this and that?
I don't know.
She's like, can I stream from my Xbox? And I was like, yeah.
God, there's a lot to it.
There's-
Just to suddenly get into streaming.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
I've-
something that we're really working through with the team.
It's because we're trying to make content, and because I don't play video games
Wait.
and I want to learn, I think it would be funny. What?
Monica Shannon, do you have a bidet in Animal Crossing?
Maybe she's talking about real
Did
life.
you talk about real life or Animal Crossing?
I like how you interrupted Jessica to ask that
Jessica,
question.
I don't care what you're saying.
question.
There might be a bidet in Animal Crossing.
Just take a day bidet.
Sorry.
Man, Blathers really is in the
Barb.
wrong line of work, though. Isn't he?
What? Why?
Well, he just doesn't like bugs.
Yeah. I saw a really interesting video that I retweeted yesterday about the thought process behind gibberish in video games like that.
I watched that video.
It was really
and how
fucking cool.
It's like localized.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese gibberish is different.
Yeah, so like in Animal Crossing, the Japanese gibberish is different than the English gibberish you hear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess that does.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because when you hear English people speaking and it's like inaudible, it probably sounds a certain way versus when a
Yeah.
different language
Yeah.
is
Did you watch the
speaking.
video too?
That's true.
No.
Oh, that's
But that's
exactly
what
their
I
point. Yeah.
realized.
Collywog says their brother has a bidet in Animal Crossing. Thank you.
Wow.
They didn't talk exclusively about Animal Crossing in that video. They talked about other video games as well. And they brought up a point that I'd never considered about how, like, when EA made The Sims, they created Simlish to try to, bridge this gap where it didn't matter. You could just release the game anywhere, and Simlish was Simlish. But the problem is that the people who recorded the Simlish lines that they remixed and everything spoke English, so that the sounds that they made to produce Simlish are all the sounds that exist in the English language, or
Right.
in our capacity to produce sounds.
Yeah.
Like one of the examples in that video was that if you can hear people having a conversation through a wall, even if you can't hear what they're saying, you can probably hear that they're English or not.
Right. Like
Yeah.
you could tell
Yeah.
by the cadence and
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
rhythm and the
Mhm.
pitch change.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 12-minute long video, but it was really entertaining.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes total sense.
Highly recommend everyone go check that out. Watch it.
Anyway, put Animal Crossing down because Half-Life came out.
I can't. Is it good? Have you been playing it?
I played for about an hour before I came here, and it is. I feel like Valve are just so good at building worlds where you don't want to rush. Like I felt that way in Portal 2, where I just like look
Yeah.
around and be like, "Wow, this
For sure.
What is Half-Life
now-
about?
Half-Life Alex is the new." What is Half-Life about in general?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like apocalyptic shit, end of the world,
Ah,
alien stuff.
It's like a tear in the fabric of the dimension and aliens kind of come through
I
and
also
you're a
didn't-
scientist.
I didn't realize that because I have the index, I get the game for free. Didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess maybe if you buy it before 2020 or something. So I just already had it. So I was playing it, and I guess either because it's VR, it feels so much more immersive, or that the graphics are just better. But stuff is disgusting. Like I just found a zombie on the floor, and I was like leaning down and like holding his head and like looking at his gnarled up face. It's disgusting. And now I'm just extra terrified that one's going to jump out at me. I haven't actually experienced anything yet other than just walking around. But damn, it looks good. Holy shit. It's so cool to be back in that world. I'm so excited to play
I
it.
took my VR setup down. It's like in a box. So I've been kind of hesitant to pick up Half-Life Alyx.
I mean,
'cause,
is
like,
it that much to leave it up all times? You just don't like the base stations up on the...
well, what happened was I had everything up. Then I had a remodel done in my house, so I had to take it down. And then after the remodel, I just never put it back up.
Oh.
Well, now's a great time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You got some free time on your hands.
I guess so.
I mean, my things are just up on poles, so they're not like... I didn't have to put them up on the wall or anything.
What does your VR set up look like, Jessica?
Oh yeah, just I have all the things. I have all the equipment.
all the things, all the V's, all the R's.
I have it all. So, and I do it every day.
I actually had I downloaded XSplit the other day, which is like a program you use to set up streaming and things of that nature. And I actually had like a really good time like messing around with it and playing around with settings and different scenes and stuff like that. And that's like, I could do a stream.
Are you
could
gonna
do
be a
streaming.
streamer girl?
I'm gonna do streams.